Let's shift gears. You mentioned your family and your mom and dad meeting. I really wanted to really dig into how did your parents meet being from two different backgrounds, albeit similar, and what has that been like for them? Have they encountered, any challenges, obviously blending the two cultures?
Of course. By the way, again, amazing questions. This is I love that you asked this. I actually want to write a book about how they met. It's a very
Oh, you should.
extremely long story. It's like very Romeo and Juliet esque, like forbidden love, so to speak. And I only say that because my mom is Indian Gujarati, born in India, Chalgam from a caste, and my dad Indian as well, born in Guyana, you know, but very much so Indian. So when I say forbidden love, it's not caste to caste. It's not Guju to Guju. It's not like the same caste system. It's not the same areas of India. You can't trace certain ancestors back. So they met in college, and they both met in Jersey. They went to St. Peter's College. They were both computer science majors. And my dad saw her in class one day and was like, "That's the girl I want." And he like paid the kid off who had his locker next to my mom to just be next to my mom every day. And that's how it started progressing. Yeah,
That is so
it's a
cute.
real yeah, it's a real. This was back in the day when there were records, right? So he would write down like lyrics to records and different songs and like stick it in her locker as like love notes to her.
That
Corny
is so
shit,
cute. Oh my God. I have to know
cute.
what one of the songs were. That is really cute.
Yeah, I mean, damn, what were one of the songs? UB40, Red Red Wine. Is that? Oh, yeah. And then he would write his own poems. Like he would say, "Drink hot water, drink hot tea, burn your lips and think of me." It's stuff like it was just stuff like this is the stuff they tell me. And I'm like,
That's
that
so
worked.
funny.
I'm like, that worked for you, mom? And she's like, I don't know. I was head over heels for him.
Your
Um,
mom has a good sense of humor. She has like really good energy on the show. I feel like it would work for her. She'd be like, "This guy is great. That is so funny."
yeah, yeah. And then fast forward, they were dating, but it was secret, right? They didn't. No one knew they were dating. When my ba and dada on my mom's side, my mom's parents, they would meet my dad. They thought it was just like my mom's friend. He would actually help out in the house, like help hang pictures and paint and do like handiwork for them. And they like thought he was like a worker. Like they didn't know that. Obviously, that was his way of trying to like get in to the family.
Yeah.
And one day he like told my mom, and my mom told her parents, and they were no, no way, you're not going to marry this guy. We don't, he's not from India. He's not this similar sort of cast and what it is. And he fought, and he ended up eloping with her secretly, secret wedding. They went and got married by the judge. No one knew. It was low key. And then, just as my mom suspected, they sent her to India to get blessings from my my dada's older brother. And of course, it worked as what my dad thought. They got, it was rejected, and they were like, let's try to figure something else out. But too bad, she's already married. So she came back, was crying, it's not going to work. He's like, we're not going to do this. One day they were at temple, my mom's parents, my dad with one of my Shami Chacho, they went into their house and like packed up all my mom's clothes and like hid it in the car and sat there with an empty house and like sat there and waited for my bandada to come back. Long story short, they weren't accepted for about maybe 3 weeks, and my mom moved in with my dad's family. And 3 weeks later, my dada kind of like spoke with his other family members, and they're like, "Listen, this is true love. Your daughter's in love. This is something that you could only dream for." And by the way, Guyanese people are, it obviously I've learned this myself. You're like Aberindian or Indian, but at least from the Indian side of Guyanese culture, they're more Indian from a lot of aspects than some Indians really are. So it's like this guy is Indian. He's just born in. It's the same. It's he just brings a little bit more flair. It's Caribbean. It's a little bit more pizzazz, a little more fun, and it was love after that. And it's been a beautiful ride ever since. Everyone's very close now.